Douglas must go. Oh, oh, Douglas must go. Douglas has passed his goodbye date.
Amen. Amen.
He has brought a fiscal and a management nightmare to our nation. We want to see the back of him. Now, I do not wish Douglas any harm. I want to see him live a long life. But at some point, like the rest of us, he's going to pass on to the great beyond. And when he does, on his tombstone must be written, "Death me ass." It is a fitting saying to put on his tombstone, because that "death me ass" philosophy of his has brought us to near ruin. It would be a fitting thing to put on his epitaph. Just imagine our country has $1 billion in debt. $1 billion in debt. We have a debt to income ratio, if you want to call it, of something like GDP of about 200. 100%. The second highest in the world. It is a financial nightmare that we found ourselves in. And in order to deal with that terrible situation, he has defaulted on 2 payments. And if that isn't bad enough, you're going to hear about the haircut, that 50% discount that he's now bringing to this country in order to escape, attempting to escape the financial nightmare in which he finds himself and which he's dragged us into. Now, what that means, and Dwyer will go into this in more depth and in more detail, but just imagine that if you had $1,000 in the bank, and you're going one day and the bank man will tell you, boy, I'm sorry to tell you, but you can only get $500 now. You will feel really, really, really hurt. And I want to tell you, this discount on bonds is not only about rich people. That 50% discount is going to affect all of us here in St. Kitts. Yes, sir. Because many of our large businesses, whether they be Rams or Hosford or TBC, they all have bonds. So that when their bonds are discounted by 50%, that is 50% of the asset base in bonds that is gone with the wind. It means that firms like Rams and Hosford and TBC will have to postpone any expansion plans that they have. It means that their borrowing capacity is going to be decreased. It means that because they cannot expand their business, that there are going to be layoffs. We have to take heed. And I know the previous speakers have been talking to the young people of this country. You've got to take heed of these things. It is not something that you can laugh or dance away. Because I want to tell you something, you know. Whenever Douglas feels the heat and see the young people are getting organized, all he does, he brings out some music, hoping to anesthetize you against the difficulties that you are facing.
Yes. Yes.
Now, I understand that Douglas, as part of this restructuring, is going to swap some 5,000 acres of our land, a land for which Bradshaw and others have fought to get to these people. He's going to swap it for them. Now when he swaps that 5,000 acres, it is gone for good. And you've got to remember, we are a small island. We do not have a large land base. So when you take 5,000 acres of that land, it is a big hit on St. Kitts. Douglas is responsible for the financial quagmire in which we now find ourselves. He's insensitive to big and small businesses in St. Kitts. Now, you have some people out there, particularly on the internet, there's this Catholic person, and there's this Naviga Trust person, and they write a lot of nonsense. And they write in support of all the ignorance and the poor fiscal management that Douglas has been doing. I want to tell them, the Naviga Trust and the Catholic, and we know who they are. They are the same people. When Castro came to power in Cuba, he said, to the wall, to the wall. So they better keep that in mind. After tonight, they do attack.